Welcome back to the Stan Show. This is episode number 9, and it's going to be closely related to episode number 8, where it was all about making a DIY music video for a song I had recorded 30-something years ago called Valentine's Day. During that process of putting that video together, of course, I wasn't shooting any of my own footage. I was using stock footage, and when I needed something very specific that stock footage didn't have, then I would go to the newer sort of generative AI method of going to a website that offers that sort of thing and trying to get exactly what it was I was looking for that particular little scene, whether it be 5 seconds or 10 seconds or what. And I chose RunwayML.com to try to make that happen, as I'd had a little bit of experience with that website in the past, but not too much. Here's what that looks like. They have their new Gen-3 alpha version of this is out now, where you type in a prompt and it makes a video for you. And you can see from these demonstrations here, these samples here, that you can do some pretty amazing stuff if you know how to put those prompts in and make them just right. That's a mystery, though. I had some issues with that. So what I was going to do today was just kind of take you through the process a little bit of using RunwayML.com to do generative AI video from the prompts that you put in. Now, I've preloaded a lot of these in here because I've discovered that when you go to your Assets tab, you can see I can double click on generative video, and this will show you everything that I did for this project. Now, I only ended up using about 5 clips, I think, from this, because the rest of them just were insanely bad. And I was going to show you a little sample of that. It'll start right at the beginning. In this shot here, you can see the prompt here was, a young bride walks down the aisle of a small wedding chapel. Well, that wasn't nearly enough of a prompt because it didn't tell the camera what to do. It didn't tell the camera where to be, in front of her, in back of her, beside her, low angle, high angle, any of that stuff. So this is what I got, was something like this. Okay, now stop. It's this incredibly bad. First of all, this guy over here has 2 hands. This guy over here has got 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, he's got the right number of fingers. Okay, everybody looks okay, but let's go on. Now, as we go forward, good Lord, how many fingers does this woman have? Oh man, there's something going on there, and it's morphing, and it doesn't look good. And her arm is passing right through a veil here. And now this is morphing into something very bizarre. I don't know what that, whoa, look at that. That is crazy. Oh, her thumb here. And how many fingers she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers. And her thumb is growing some sort of knife blade that's going to slice this guy's hand. I don't know. Oh, what's going on over here? What is it? Okay, let's tap proper pronouns here. They are standing there with a very cropped haircut, a lot of fingers and big, large man hands, very small head, and wearing some sort of dress with a crepey thing coming off of it. And this guy's real interested, I'm telling you what. Anyway, this was a complete fail. Moving on, I went for an outdoor drone shot of a small wedding chapel, and this worked just fine for me. Now, you see from the prompt, it says it's going to the inside of the chapel where the bride and groom are walking down the aisle, and it did not give me what I asked for. I asked for a blonde woman. It gave me a brown-haired woman, and asked for these wedding guests to be standing in pews. They're sitting in chairs. So that didn't work out. It didn't do what I asked for. But I felt I could use that. I actually use these as 2 separate clips. I like this quite a bit, although I have no idea what this apparatus is on top of the church steeple here. It looks pretty odd, but I left it in there. And I did end up using that shot because it wasn't too distracting, and there are no clown cars driving down the street or anything weird happening there. So that worked out. Moving on. This prompt is not for this picture. I tried to do something with a young couple just kind of looking into the camera, looking serious, and that worked out okay, but I didn't use it. Next, moving on. Okay, look at this woman. Okay, look at her head. This is her front, I guess, but her arms are turned around backwards. This makes no sense at all, and it doesn't get fixed. In fact, as we keep going, it gets worse. I don't know what this is standing up here. This guy's got an oboe or something. I don't know. It turns into maybe he's got a bow and arrow and he's going to shoot her. I don't know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I like her. I like him. That could be a perfect Billy and Susie for the video, but no, it's a fail. All right, moving on. I tried something a little different in the prompt, and I did end up using this in the beginning of the video. I thought it was pretty good, and decided at this point I'm going with a bride with dark hair, because it keeps wanting to give me dark hair. So you can read these prompts over here, what I was asking for, what happened. It did give me the red carpet. It did not give me the low camera angle. It gave me a medium camera angle, and it did give me tracking right to left. It did do that. There are no wedding guests in it, so I'm like, I don't know, I'll use it. So I did end up using it. Okay, now what I'm going for is the groom dances with the mom, and this did not work out at all. She's wearing a wedding dress, for goodness sake. I wasn't descriptive enough in my prompt. And this looks like a young man has married an older woman, and that's not going to work. The wedding guests look all right, though. So that's a fail. Next, I tried that same thing again. This guy looks too old. He's not a 20-year-old groom. He's older than that. And again, mom is wearing a wedding dress. I said wearing a blue dress at a wedding. Oh, my goodness, not right, fail. So there we tried again. This is not a young man. This is not a young groom. This is a 50-year-old woman. She looks more like a 70-year-old woman wearing a blue formal dress. Dances with a 20-year-old man in a tuxedo. No, fail. At this point, I want to ask you to please like and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me get more viewers. So if you do like and subscribe, it helps me out a lot. All right, now back to the program here. Let's see. So we tried the same thing again, this time with a middle-aged mother wearing a blue formal dress. No, she's wearing a white wedding gown. And this is not a 20-year-old man. He's even got gray hair. And for some reason, he's holding a champagne flute. I have no idea what that was about. We can play through it just for your entertainment, although it's not really doing anything for me at all. Another complete utter fail. Okay, I did end up using this clip. This got the 20-year-old man right. It got the mother of the bride. She's not wearing a blue dress. I think I gave up on that. But it's not necessarily a wedding dress either. They look a little too cozy here for a mother and son. I guess in most families that would not happen. So I did use this part of the clip here, which is just like that. I did use that part of the clip, and I called it a day on that one. Moving on. Now we're going for the bride dancing with the father, with her father. And I ended up giving up on this completely. He looks too young. She looks too old. That didn't work out. Okay, this one's not going to play. It was just another attempt. Okay, now I'm going for a wedding reception. Cameras focused on an elderly couple seated at a table. That is not what it gave me. It did give me an elderly couple. They're not seated at a table, and they're getting smoochy. Didn't ask for that. So I'm getting more descriptive with my prompts now. They're still not seated at a table. I said I think looking bored is what I wanted. Sitting at a table. Nope. Not what happened at all. Fail. All right. And again, they do look a little bored, but they're not seated at a table, and which is what I was going for. And oh, finally, look, completely different. I think I completely changed the prompt, and I finally got something that worked for me. There's a whole bunch of old people in this, but that actually works. So I ended up using that one. Yay, ding. Okay, next one. Okay, this one's like, oh, this one is going to play. Okay, so I'm going for the wedding couple leaving the reception, and a bunch of people throwing stuff at them, flower petals, rice, blah, blah, blah. Didn't use this, even though it looked pretty good. She looks weird, and she's got blonde hair. And she just looks weird, and her face kind of morphs throughout the thing. And look at him walking. Watch the groom walking on this. Whoa, he's doing the moonwalk, doing something there. He's kind of floaty. No, fail. Moving on. All right. Okay. This one has no groom in it. Why? I don't know. Fail. Okay. I did use this clip. You can't see any wedding guests, but I thought it looked pretty good. Something a little weird with her hair, but it kind of looks okay. And he looks like the same dude pretty much. So I went with it. Ding, that's a win. And okay, now we're going into something else. Now I was going for, much later in the video, the young man is been bad, and he's now repenting, and he drives to the wedding chapel. It's Valentine's Day. He's forgotten it's Valentine's. He forgot it's his wedding anniversary, and he's kneeling in the road. He's crying in front of the wedding chapel. He's just praying for, forgiveness. And at one point he looks up, and he looks up to this neon sign, and the neon sign says, Jesus saves. And that's what I was going for here. So let's see what happens here. I didn't tell him what to wear or anything, but whoa. I just want to play this back and forth a few times. Whoa. Okay, he's wearing a black hoodie here. And whoa, he flips and he morphs, and he's can't even begin to tell you what's going on here. But then, and he's not wearing a hoodie anymore. He's wearing a suit. And this rain looks really fake. And let's see. Oh, and then it fades to a sign that says, Jesus saves. So save big with Jesus. All right. So here's the next attempt at this. I'm changing up the prompts a little bit, trying to get a good result here. Look at this guy. Watch him now. And he's praying, and he had a little hiccup there or something. It goes up, and it's going to say Jesus saves, but it doesn't say Jesus saved. This is Lazarus. There's something like that. I don't know what it says. Anyway, he's wearing the black hoodie again, which is great. I'm trying to get the black hoodie on where he's wearing the black hoodie, but that didn't happen too much. Okay, so let's try that. Another fail. Let's try it again. Okay, this isn't even a white man, all right? And the wedding chapel looks like it's in the middle of the street, or so, I don't know. Maybe that's a driveway or so. I don't know. But this is not working out. Now, this says Jesus saves, but there's something else going on up here. It's like Jesus saves nail salon or something. I don't know what it is, but it's giving me a bunch of weird crap there. Okay. Oh, this one will play too. Okay, cool. Okay, same thing. He's still not wearing a hoodie. He's dressed okay, and he looks about the right age. And he puts his fist up in the side, raises up. Oh, then he turns from a white. Oh no, he's a white guy there, but he turns to a black man there. Okay, so that is really bizarre. Complete fail. Next, and this one I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a lightning flash in it? So I put, along with night and rain, I put lightning. A black sky, small wedding chapel, the same kind of prompt, trying to get this guy kneeling in here, and then it reveals a sign that says Jesus saves. So I asked for for lightning, and this is what I get. Oh, this guy did something really bad because he's getting this. And there's no sign that says Jesus saves. It just gave up on that for me. So fail. Next, what's happening? Okay, this guy's now wearing a red hoodie. We see him and wearing a hoodie. I didn't say a black hoodie. I should have said a black hoodie. And I don't know. It looks to me like the wedding chapel is in the middle of the street here. And there's a bunch of cars doing stuff over here too. So what's just going on there? I don't know. And then it comes up to the sign. Oh, it says Jesus saves, but it looks like a big billboard. And there's something going on behind it, like a utility pole coming through or something. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. That's a fail. I kept trying. Okay, now, this one, I used a piece of this one. I used a little piece of this one, and I kind of did some special effects on it and all that to make, I did not use this part. Oh, wait, I did use this part. I chopped this into 2 clips, and this does say Jesus saves, and wait for it, but it saves Ephesus, and there's like a little house on top of it, there's a little cartoon house on top of it. I don't know why. I was able to get rid of this and just use this part. So I basically used it from here to here, and I was able to get rid of this and make it look real. So that was a partial win. Okay. All right. Now this guy looks like he's about 13 years old. Young white man. Well, he's not a man. Looks like he's about 13. And watch this guy. Watch what this kid does here. I'm still trying. Watch this, dude. I don't know what that's about. And we're going for Jesus saves again. Well, we did get Jesus saves. It's not beside the chapel. It's on top of the chapel. And it looks a little kind of like a car wash. So completely unusable. All right. This one's not going to play apparently. This is something that happens was sometimes these clips will play for you. Sometimes they won't. You need to go back and check your assets. Sometimes these clips won't even play at all. So moving on. All right. Okay. This guy, let's see. Same basic kind of prompt. I'm trying to change it up, but this guy's in a big city here. Not what I wanted. I did not want the big city here. So, oh, but look at that. What did he just do there? What did he do? He's morphs. He's frontward and he morphs backwards. And nothing's happening. There's no sign that says Jesus saves. That did not happen. Moving on. Let's see. This guy. Okay, what happens here? Oh, geez. Yeah, too much of a city scene here. So I didn't go with the country road yet. And boom, that's it. There's no sign anymore. Yeah, not happening. Oh, I think I gave up on the sign here. I was going to do that separately. I was going to use that one Jesus Save sign. And I was just trying to get the rest of the shot in here. Now, this ended up being the shot I used. And we're on a country road, and the guy just looks up. And that's all I used of that. So I was able to use that. He doesn't really look like a white man. He looks like a Hispanic man, but I was giving up at this point that I was going to get anything usable. But still, I kept trying. This one's not going to play. Let's go to the next one. Some of these are so bad, too. I wish you could see them all. Oh, this one's not going to play. Oh, this one is going to play. Look at this rain. This rain looks terrible. And yeah, I want you to notice, too, the whole time that this rain is going, none of it is landing on the street, and this guy is bone dry. And that's been a problem with these things. So let's see what happens here. And he just looks into the camera. Not what I asked for. Fail. This guy, I think we got a winner here. This is something I ended up using. So puts his arms out to the side, palms up, and then he levitates off the ground, which is what I asked for. I was actually going for this now. I was going for something different. And he flies into the sky, and there's some splash of water there that happens. I ended up using that. I thought it was pretty cool. Tried again just to see what happened. This guy, the only thing missing is the magic carpet, right? Hysterical. Fail. So, you know me, I just kept trying. And this guy, what is this guy? I like the way the road curved around here. I didn't ask for that, but he gave it to me anyway. He's still not wearing a hoodie on his head, which is something I'd asked. He's not even wearing a hoodie. He's wearing, oh, he turns into Ringo Starr wearing sunglasses. Morph into that, and then he morphs back, and then he flies into the sky, which is kind of cool, but it's not long enough. So I'm just about at the end here. So this guy, what happens here? He raises his arms up, and he's wearing chinos or something. He's wearing khaki pants. He never listens, and there's a meteor coming at him or something. Not what I asked for, and that's the end of that. So basically, I got a few clips I could use to sew this video together and make a narrative out of it, and it worked pretty well. It wasn't great, but it worked pretty well. Here's the thing about RunwayML. It does certain things very well. Other things, it just really has a difficult time trying to figure out what you're trying to say. But one cool thing was, I'll go back to that one more time. One cool thing is that when I went back to creating videos and started wanting to generate things again, it did give me some of my credits back because I had so many bad clips. I went back the second day and I discovered that my clips, a lot of my credits had come back. And then the third day, when I was working with the guy flying up into the sky, I got more credits back. So I spent a total of about $35. And I feel like I got 5 usable clips out of it. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. So anyway, that's just something I wanted to show you how many bad failed clips we had from RunwayML. Of course, this AI stuff is still new. They've been working on this generative video thing for about a year, or I guess behind the scenes, it's been longer than that. But I expected better results. I really did, especially once I started reading their tips and about how to make your prompts and put the camera action in there and the camera angle and what kind of shot you're looking for, cinematic, whatever. When I started putting all that, I expected better results. And in fact, I didn't really ever get something that from my mind that ended up out there on the screen. But I did use some good clips, so it wasn't too bad. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you come on back for episode number 10, whenever that is and whatever it's going to be about, because I don't know yet. We'll see you next time.